all of you. Welcome to Electro Talks. Today we have with us Professor Sachin Thakre sir, having a huge experience of 15 years. So he is our expert faculty of electronics and telecommunication. So sir, tell us something about the best practices which MIT ADT is offering to our students to excel in their career.
Thank you for the question, ma'am. At Electronics and Communication Engineering Department of MIT School of Engineering, the first best practice we do is the syllabus formation. The syllabus is framed as per the inputs received from the renowned academicians, industry personnel, and by considering the current market trends. And to execute that particular syllabus in well manner, we conduct the lectures regularly and we monitor them also. So we are having one more additional practice called as daily conduction reports. So where every teacher is going to put a record, means which topics he has uh, taught today, and then later if at all he or she feels that some extra or remedial lectures are to be taken, then they will be planned accordingly. The next best practice is mentor-mentee scheme. That is the unique feature of our university, MIT University. So in this particular scheme, the group of the students, means the whole class is divided into the group of students, normally 15 to 20 students, and one dedicated faculty will look after their overall growth. That includes the monitoring in terms of their corresponding academic performance, as well as we identify the strong points of those students, and we try to facilitate those students in such a way that they will excel in their corresponding chosen fields. Apart from this, means at our MIT ADT University, we not only concentrate on the academic performance, as well as the overall, we also concentrate on the overall development of the student. So for that purpose, we are having industry sponsored laboratories also.
That's amazing.
Yes, ma'am. We are having total 3 industry-sponsored laboratories from Microchip, from IEEE, Affordable Agriculture, and these particular laboratories will help the students to choose the projects. These industries will also impart the knowledge about the cutting edge technologies, and with the help of that, students will do the good projects.
Thank you, sir. That was very insightful.
Hmm.
And again, one-on-one interaction with the students are definitely going to help our student to excel and become a industry ready.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
that was amazing practice, sir. Sir, but sir, nowadays every student is confused. Ki, due to this pandemic situation, everyone is losing their job. So, sir, what are actually opportunities for our students? So they should take like admission in our institute. And so, what are those opportunities, sir? Can you please guide us?
Sure, ma'am. Uh, as all of us know, everyone got impacted from this worldwide pandemic. But not to bother, at our university, we are taking care of that. Let me share some statistics related to our domain, means electronics and communication engineering. So as per the National Digital Communication Policy of Government of India, which was launched in the 2018, government has planned to invest near about $100 billion US dollars in the telecommunication industry, which will generate near about 4 million jobs by the year 2022. Apart from this, the as per the reports of ACM, which is Association of Computer Machinery, which is US based body, surveyed our software industry, and that particular, according to their reports, during this pandemic itself, Indian software industry has increased by 3.8%. Now you might be wondering, being an electronics and communication faculty, why I am giving the stats of computing industry. But let me share one thing, and that thing is the electronics and communication engineer can best understand the computer, and this particular engineer, electronics and communication engineering, can understand and use the computer more better as compared to any other engineer.
That means you
That's
are saying ki the electronics and communication people are most preferred engineers in IT industry and even in a computer, or you can say
yes,
soft skill, software engineer, soft skill industry.
yes, ma'am. I referred the placement statistics of renowned institutes of present in and around Pune. And when I looked at the statistics, I found that the major portion of quality placement, I am giving the highlight, or I'm highlighting on the word quality placements.
Yes.
So the major portion of these quality placements opportunities are grabbed by the electronics and communication engineer, because this electronics and communication engineering graduate is having the knowledge of both hardware as well as software. So that's why this is a unique feature, students, that electronics and communication engineering is dealing with both the things, hardware as well as software. So you would be a great professional in this field.
Yes, definitely. As you are, by these, definitely our students are going to be a skilled engineer.
Hmm.
So, sir, with the academic and with this value addition, sir, what are the things which we are offering, which are going to help our students to become a skilled engineer, sir?
Yes, ma'am. Let me share one more stat. Near about whatever the engineers passed out in a year, as per the NASCOM, near about only 35% students are employable, means they are a skilled one. So at MIT ADT University, we took this particular point and we framed our policies in such a way that the engineer which will be produced by our engineering college will be a skilled professional. So to do this, the first strategy which is given by our management, and we are practicing it, and that is project based learning. That is a kind of a unique feature of this MIT ADT University. So in the project based learning, in normal colleges, any other colleges, hardly one or two projects student will do in their entire engineering education field, means 4 years. But at our institute, at MIT ADT University, we are having a project, mini project at every semester. So at every semester, student will do their corresponding projects, and the project levels are also highlighted in a such a way that, and designed in such a way that they will learn the knowledge and they will implement that knowledge. And as you pointed correctly, that learning by doing,
Yes.
so they will get the corresponding knowledge with the project based learning. Apart from this, we arrange many value added programs. The concept of value added program is like, whatever the current cutting edge technology or the technique used by the industry professionals, that would be, it is not possible every time to take the technology in the syllabus. So we arrange, we call these industry personnel and we request them to impart that particular knowledge to our student. So in previous year only, we did the value added program on the Android development, where our second year students had made a great applications and they deployed them and they were very excited. So these are the best practices, or what we can say unique features of MIT ADT University, and we'll definitely carry them forward.
So that is a really amazing feature. So definitely, students, all the questions which you have in your mind, even regarding your learning process, even with your job opportunities, and even if you want to start any of your own business, or if you want to become an any like you want to become an entrepreneur, every single thing or every aspect you are supposed to, or you are willing to learn, our faculties and our institute is ready for that. Thank you so much, sir, for sharing all this valuable information with our students. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, students.